It is Tuesday, September the 9th, 2025. My name is Thom Rigsby. Welcome to your AmCon Daily Brief. On today's show, mobility isn't just about miles, it's about moving safely in new patterns. Kicking things off today, the ASAT team has the latest for you in today's Daily Sit Rep.
This is your AmCon Daily Sit Rep for September the 9th, 2025. Up first today, there's been improvement in the supply of the pediatric antibiotic amoxicillin suspension. The large national shortage has been officially marked as resolved. However, variability in distribution continues to cause local shortages and back orders for some concentrations, impacting pediatric clinics and urgent care centers. Healthcare providers are advised to manage substitutions carefully and utilize approved alternatives as needed. In other health news, the CDC warns that the deadly disease spread by kissing bugs is on the rise across 32 states in the U.S. These blood-sucking insects carry a parasite that causes Chagas disease, with hundreds of thousands potentially infected without knowing it. Infected individuals may experience symptoms ranging from fever and fatigue to severe eyelid swelling. Preventative measures include insect repellent and sealing cracks in homes. Turning to the west, multiple wildfires are active, including the large TCU lightning complex in California. These fires have led to evacuations and road closures and pose risks to structures and infrastructure. The fire season is expected to remain above normal in parts of California through the fall, with Southern California at heightened risk into December. In national security news, authorities in Pierce County arrested a 13-year-old boy found with a collection of guns and apparent school shooting plans. The arrest followed a tip to law enforcement, highlighting the importance of community vigilance and the see something, say something approach. Investigations continue into the boy's materials and motives. Also, there is ongoing protest and potential civil unrest around the country. Several scheduled protests are taking place today in cities including New York City, Los Angeles, and Fort Wayne, Indiana. Members are reminded to maintain situational awareness and report suspicious activity. Now for the weather. Severe thunderstorms are possible in parts of the central and southern plains, with potential flooding across Kansas. The Pacific Northwest and Northern California face isolated flash flooding risks near burn scars. Showers and heavy rain will continue in Florida through midweek. Air quality alerts remain in effect over parts of the Northwest, and frost advisories are in place for some areas in the Northeast. Tropical storm Kiko is moving northwest off the coast of Hawaii, expected to exit offshore waters by late Wednesday night. Looking ahead on the AmCon calendar, tonight from 6 to 8 p.m., there is a workshop on home preparedness focusing on backup power, heating, and lighting in Berkeley Springs, West Virginia. From September 12th to 14th, the North Regional Campout, Training, and Adventure Challenge will be hosted in Central City, Iowa, offering group camping, training, and ham radio testing. Additionally, the Broward County, Florida Chapter Monthly Meetup is scheduled for September 13th, and another home preparedness workshop will take place the same day in Berkeley Springs. Members can access the American Contingency members-only site to get the full report and more in-depth analysis of today's stories, along with practical preparedness tips, training opportunities, and resources to help you, your family, and your neighborhood stay crisis-ready.
Once school starts, the commute changes overnight. Roads that were easy in summer now crawl with buses, parents dropping off kids, and distracted drivers in a hurry. Crosswalks are busier, school zones light up, and chokepoints you never noticed before suddenly jam with traffic. If you've got kids, the morning run becomes a tactical event, juggling backpacks, lunches, and schedules against a backdrop of tight timing and unpredictable delays. And even if you don't have kids, those new patterns still affect you. Back to school season reshapes mobility for entire communities. Preparedness isn't just about having fuel in the tank or knowing the fastest way across town. It's about being aware of how patterns shift and then adapting your mobility plan to match. When schools open, the entire traffic rhythm changes. Streets near schools slow to a crawl, buses stop every few blocks, and impatient drivers weave around them. Accidents spike in the first few weeks of school because, everyone is relearning the flow. Situational awareness here means lifting your eyes from the bumper in front of you and taking in the whole environment. Buses, crosswalks, flashing lights, even kids darting out from between parked cars. It's not just about safety either. It's about efficiency. If you leave at the same time you did all summer, you will find yourself trapped in a line of brake lights. Adjust your timing by 10 or 15 minutes and you may find smoother travel, less stress, and safer conditions. Preparedness in mobility isn't about brute force. It's about smarter patterns. And let's talk backups. What happens if the car won't start? Or if the gas stations are backed up from panic buying? Do you have an alternate route planned? Do your kids know what to do if you're late to pick them up? A crisis doesn't always announce itself with sirens. Sometimes it starts with a flat tire or a closed road. Leadership in these moments means anticipating small failures so they don't snowball into big ones. Mobility is about communication. Let your family know your plan. If traffic is bad, here's where I will meet you. If I am late, here's who to call. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? But clarity ahead of time prevents confusion when stress levels skyrocket. So as you hit the road this week, remember, preparedness on the move isn't measured in miles per hour. It's measured in awareness. The better you can scan, plan, and adapt, the smoother the ride will be, no matter what comes. So today, I want you to pick one of your daily routines. Maybe it's the drive to school, to work, or practice, and identify 2 alternate ways to get there. Write them down and test one this week. Don't wait until traffic or trouble forces you to improvise. That's it for today. Tomorrow we'll shift from the road back to the home and what back to school season means for houses that sit empty during the day. Well, that's it for today's AmCon Daily Brief. Thanks for listening. Members, check out today's resources on the members-only website or on your phone app. If you're not a member yet, head over to AmericanContingency.com and start building real resilience today. If you found this helpful, share this podcast with someone you care about. I'm Thom Rigsby. Stay alert, stay ready, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow.